Alright, let's get to the point.
Yes.
We are cutting. We are axing this series.
Yeah, because I don't like... No, just kidding. It's not because I don't like you. But
we're axing the channel.
Yeah, we're axing the entire channel in and of itself. Wait, axing implies we're technically destroying the entire channel, like we're deleting it. Are we? Really?
Oh.
I thought it was more of
we are not deleting the channel. We are just not doing any more podcasts.
Yeah, we're the both of us are stopping our podcast endeavors. Or, yeah, that's basically the gist of it in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Very unfortunate.
But in the grand scheme of things, I think it's best that I explain this, right? Because, in the grand scheme of things, I take responsibility for this. I feel like I should take responsibility for this. Is that okay, Kodo?
Okay, wait. I'll start first.
You start first. Okay.
I'll start with how this happened first. So no. I took a break without telling Jordan anything. Not telling him anything at all. I just took a sudden
disappearance.
3 months break. Yeah, I just suddenly disappears, and then Jordan never messaged me anything. He never messaged me anything, and that's when I start to be suspicious that maybe he doesn't want to do it. Because I feel like any normal person will be asking me, will be messaging me like, "Hey, where are you? Why do you suddenly go quiet? Are you dead? Do you get kidnapped or something?" But Jordan didn't do anything, didn't say anything, didn't send me a single message. So yeah, I suspect he doesn't want to do it anymore. So I just messaged him.
I see.
And then he just your turn. Okay. You just say it.
I suppose technically the situation was like that. This was during the both of us were trying to play an arcade game or something like that. We were trying to connect to each other and stuff. We did a lot of tinkering around and all that kind of stuff. During that moment, we were talking, we were discussing how to do it, because we wanted to play an arcade game. We wanted to actually do a sort of a new video format sort of thing, but I would come to believe it was very evident in my tone of voice when we were discussing it that I was very frustrated with it. Like, real mad. Like, oh, Jesus Christ, how is it not working? Why do I keep doing this shit? Blah, blah, that kind of stuff. I thought you disappearing wasn't really a break sort of... it was technically a break, but it might as well have been a break either from me or for just the both of us, because I thought at the time the both of us were very frustrated. We didn't, and of course we went for a break. The problem, of course, is the fact that
the break I took, I didn't tell you anything, and I just suddenly
disappeared.
Go quiet, and it has nothing to do with that new video we are going to do. Yeah. Actually, it's nothing to do with it.
The problem is that I'm the weird kind of friend who never starts a conversation with other friends. In most situations, I haven't talked to a lot of people that I've known for a long time now, because there's a part of me that doesn't really bother or something like that, which is very fucky, because we're doing a podcast together. What the fuck is wrong with me, by the way? But at a certain, it is technically true. Your allegation, sorry, the allegation is too strong a word. Your suspicion that I have lost interest in the series. I actually lost interest in it quite a while ago, but I kept going because, manga, Gunslinger Girl was great, that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
it was pretty fun.
My suspicion really only start, I never had the suspicion actually. Like, my suspicion only start during the break. Like, in the last few days of the break, I was like starting to be suspicious.
Damn,
like,
what the fuck?
Alright, maybe you really lost interest.
No.
And then, when I started to think more about it, I was thinking, oh wait, okay, how long have you been losing interest actually?
I lost interest
so I just confront you.
I lost interest for I don't remember how. It's not too long though. I still liked reading the manga, but it was at a certain point it became more like it felt like it became more like a chore sort of thing. So I thought, if he doesn't bother me with it, I won't do it. That kind of stuff. It's very bad work ethic, by the way. I have to admit this. I take full responsibility for my actions and for my behavior. I was pretty shitty, by the way, being all lazy and stuff like that. I pushed back a lot.
Like,
that was pretty fucked up.
My other suspicion is you stop reading. At one point, you told me you have stopped reading manga. That's another big suspicion point for me.
There was a point in
and there's
I thought there was like that was like a lot earlier. But there was a point where we were like, oh, let's do the manga stuff, and I said, well, I stopped reading manga a long while back. But okay, yeah, sure, I can pick up reading manga and stuff like that.
In the middle.
Was it?
In the middle of Penguins and Scribble. Yeah, in the middle of Penguins Scribble, that's when I learned, I forgot what did I ask, and then you brought up that, you have stopped reading manga. And that was a big shock to me, you know? I told it was actually because I told you are a big manga fan.
I was a big manga fan, but at a certain point, I just got a bit lazy and tired of looking through manga that just didn't impress me. So I just stopped, and I went to do some other... In a sense, I grew out of it. I grew out of anime and manga, which is hypocritical, because I really love VTubers by this point in fucking time.
You watch VTubers?
I watch a few VTubers. Oh, at least I look at clips of VTubers. I don't really care to watch their streams or anything. I just look at their VTubers.
Okay, back to the manga first. Back to the manga thing first.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I was surprised that at that one point that during the middle of the Penguin Scribble run, you told me you lost interest in manga, and I was very big surprise. And then that also eventually becomes one of my suspicion that you lost interest in doing the podcast. Because
you were suspicious that because I don't read manga that much, I might not have the same amount of motivation in panels and scribbles. Makes sense.
That's one of the suspicions I have.
Yeah, sorry about that, man. Real sorry about that. I mean, this confrontation that you spoke of, nothing happened. It was just the both of us just came up and said, look, Kodo said, look, I have my suspicions. I don't think I can work with someone who doesn't care about this podcast. And I said, yeah, you're fucking right. Shit. Fuck. I'm so sorry. I take full responsibility, man.
Yeah, I just come from and then...
Yeah, I take responsibility. I take full responsibility for everything, by the way. It was a fun podcast. I cannot deny this. But, lack of motivation, lack of interest, lack of that kind of stuff. It pulls a lot of things down, which is pretty sad, which is real fucked up, I guess.
Yeah, and then the other suspicions
what was the
I have is... There are multiples, I have multiple suspicions before I just confront you about it. I have multiple suspicions.
Jesus Christ.
And then the other one is you always sounds like you read the doujins and the mangas in the last minute. I always feel like you're doing those things at the last minute, instead of just because you have to schedule especially Penguin Scribble is give us 1 month's time regardless of the chapter, regardless of the manga length, and we give us 1 month or period to read up to explore the manga and read it and research it. Mm-hmm. And then I always feel like Jordan, he's always doing it at the last minute.
I won't lie to you. At the last few mangas, that was what happened. In the first few mangas, I did, at the very least, try to read it on time. I tried to, look through stuff. Even though most of the time I don't do research, I just read. But I don't, go looking for further readings or anything. Except for, I think the work God only knows. Was that the only one? If only because I was so stoked about that. That was more personal bias, by the way. But yeah,
you love that manga.
I love that manga, but you piece of shit, you don't like. I'll kill you for this.
Well, there's even worse. There's even worse manga than The World God Only Knows.
There was even worse manga. Yeah, a lot of weird stuff.
It's in the Penguin Scribble actually.
Oh shit! Oh fuck!
I rather read The World God Only Knows over that other one. That other one I should not spoke of.
Oh shit! I guess we did have another. What was it? We did have another manga, I guess, and doujin on the back burner. On the back burner, as in we had one ready, or at least we had a topic idea ready or something like that. We just needed to read it.
Why is it? Oh, you mean the next episode?
Yeah, that is the next episode in chat. Yeah, we had the idea, but then of course there was the confrontation. But then of course there was the confrontation, the realization that in the grand scheme of things, the podcast can't really live with with one of its hosts not giving a shit, or at least losing interest in giving a shit.
Yeah, I was thinking if Jordan doesn't wanna do any of the podcast series, I might as well not force him to do it.
I know.
Yeah, sure, I can keep doing it, but I don't want to force someone.
Yeah, and even then, I have to as I've said before, again, I take responsibility. And of course, I don't... There's a part of me that understands that it's a bit hypocritical because it sounds as if I'm not taking I am not taking responsibility, but I don't want to drag you the fuck down with shit. With me going, I only read it in like the last minute, that kind of stuff. I mean, if you want to continue the podcast, I would come to believe that you might have a friend somewhere who's a lot more motivated to do this shit. I wasn't.
Nah, I don't have.
No shit.
I don't have friends. I don't have friends. I don't have friends who want to do things like this with me.
Damn, that's fucked.
Yeah, but it's like, if it's like, but I'd rather not force somebody to do it with me.
Yeah, I understand.
I can find somebody who is willing to do it.
Who's willing to, who's interested in like the same topics and stuff like that, interested in the same...
Yeah, something like that. Like I told the Toho one is like the Toho one is a great idea. Because both of us happens to be Toho fans.
Yeah, if you've been following my Twitter, you would notice that I think I've technically stopped being a hardcore Toho fan. Like,
no, I didn't use Twitter for months.
Oh shit! Yeah, you had no idea then, because
I can check your Twitters. I can check it right now. Like it's on my site.
Shit.
Like,
oh no, you can't even find my Twitter anymore.
Cause your profile.
No, my Twitter. You remember my Twitter had like the word Toho in it, right? Something Toho. I'm not gonna fucking dox myself. Something. Don't
you
say.
Become an Arknight fan.
Yeah, I became an Arknight fan. Ooh, big dab.
You be traitor.
I am the most evil being in the galaxy.
Yeah, like I'm just going to Jordan's tweets and it's all Arknight.
Yeah, I don't even know what happened. There was a point where I guess I got bored of like Toho and stuff. Like it was everywhere at one point. I was a huge fucking fan of Toho, like for like a year, I guess. And then after that, I just thought, Jesus, I've been seeing so much.
I think it's 2 years. I say you're a Toho fan for 2 years.
1.5 years, 2 years. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, sure. 1 year is a bit too short. 1.5 years, 2 years. I think I just got bored of it. Or at the very least, I was exposed to so much of it that I literally just... You know, it's like when you listen to a certain music a lot of times and you get fed up of it. I think that's what happened to me with Toho. Because I went all over the place looking for Toho stuff. Reading Toho doujins, hentai too, looking at Toho fan images, Toho fan fiction. I went all over the place. And I guess I just got burnt out. And then Arknights came along and I realized, holy shit, Arknights is pretty cool. And then I became an Arknights fan. Yeah, that was what happened.
Now, are you an Arknight mega fan right now?
Theoretically, not as much as Toho. At least because in Toho there was a huge fan community, by the way. You know, lots of doujins, lots of fanfics all over the place, lots of fan art. Here it's still burgeoning, it's still growing basically. So there's a lot of new stuff.
It hasn't reached its peak. It hasn't reached its peak yet.
Yeah, I'm not sure when it will, or if it has, or if it is. But yeah, I guess it hasn't reached its peak or anything like that.
I say, for me, I say that me as a Toho fan has already passed its peak, but I still identify myself as one. I still like Toho. Yeah, I like very much. I still think it's really cool.
Yeah, I still think Toho's it's pretty nice. Toho's pretty nice, but there's not that sense of excitement seeing a Toho doujin or seeing just Toho images anymore. You know, it's like you're fed up with it. You see it, you still think it's pretty nice, but there's not that same amount of emotion in the reaction upon seeing it. That kind of stuff. All of that reaction level has gone to Arknights, by the way.
Oh, I see.
Do you play Arknights, man? Or anything like that? I don't know. They all.
No, I don't know. I don't know shit about Arknights. Like,
I see.
I think Arknights is like a tower defense game, is it?
Something like a tower defense. It's a very odd tower defense, I guess, as compared to the stuff that tower defense I played before. Mm-hmm.
I know it grows to the point that there are multiple games announced for it.
No, I don't think so. Really? Arknights is still itself. There have been a lot of like music videos and stuff like that. like official ones and all that. But there is
What
no
was
game.
That
was Ghost
What was
Frontline.
that,
Ghost
the
Frontline
Frontline?
has like what 4 games.
Ghost Frontline is the one. Yeah, okay, that's the one that has multiple games announced.
Yes.
Yeah, I got it. I got it confused.
Damn. You don't really play. Did you ever say you played
I don't
gacha
play
games?
mobile
No,
games.
right? Yeah, you
I don't play
mobile games.
mobile games. I don't play gacha games.
Damn. Well, you won't really understand the hype, I guess. Because Arknights has
The hype?
the Arknights has a pretty interesting hype train still go. Was it a hype train?
My friend who is like a Ghost Frontline huge fan, he says it has very good story. Like he just hypes up the story to me. He's like a big Ghost Frontline fan, and he just hypes up that game's story to me. Like
wait, which
like
game? Which game?
It's very cool. Ghost Frontline.
Ghost Frontline story I've heard is very good. Also full of PTSD, so trigger warning, I guess.
So I don't play, I'm just not interested. Like I just don't play gacha games.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense. Gacha games aren't for everyone in a sense. I mean,
Yeah, they are memes.
Oh well.
Like gacha games, like the gacha games, like there is this weird memes that even the fans themselves are self-aware. Like even the fans themselves, they say like, yeah, you play gacha game just for some JPEGs.
Yes, you simping for JPEGs, man. You gotta get the big wallet and throw it all into premium currency for that JPEG, that 2% drop JPEG. Mwah, amazing.
Yeah, even the fans themselves are like self-aware, like Jordan.
Yes, I know. It's just an image, man. I know it's just an image. But I gotta get it! Insert lots of PTSD. My gacha luck has been fine for a while now. Dab.
What about Arknights? Does it have like story, like good story? Like
Arknight's story is very questionable, by the way. Not questionable in terms of what it talks about, just questionable in its delivery. It's a bit fucky to work with. A lot of...
Is it like confusing or something?
Some parts of it are confusing. Some parts of it are a bit telling, not showing. Personally, I like what it's trying to do, by the way. It's trying to be a bit more hinting at a lot of things without telling or showing it. It's like a Dark Souls kind of storytelling, I guess. Or at least that's like the closest I can think of at this moment in time. The idea of, there's this thing, and it gives you a description of that thing. But that description has a lot of terms that, in the grand scheme of things, you don't know about. And it doesn't explain to you what the terms are. But maybe if you look around, read up on other lore stuff, you can piece together ideas of what that term means. Like, say in Dark Souls, they talk about this item from this certain location. You don't know what the location is. You might never even go there in the game. But if you read up on lore from like other items, from other characters who use the same talking point about that location, you could get an idea about the lore outside what the game shows you. Is that kind of thing. Is that, what was it? Theory crafting? Lore crafting, I think? I think that's what it's called. I'm not sure. That's what Arknights is...
What describe is Dark Souls lore.
Yeah, something like Dark Souls lore.
Like, a lot of the time, the lores are pieced together by fans themselves.
Yeah. I think that's what Arknights is trying to go for, but it's not doing very good. Because the biggest complaint about Arknights is the fact that the story is a bit fucky. It's weird. And or at the very least, it's not told properly. It's not told well. I like I like the idea of the story. I like the characters and all that. But I agree. Most of the time, the story is just a skip sort of thing. Like, you press the skip button because you don't want to fucking go through it. That kind of stuff like that. Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. But Arknights is really just for gameplay's sake, I guess. The tower defense thing is very unique in gacha games and stuff like that. Because I've never played one before. I have heard there are other tower defense gachas, but I think none of them look or feel like Arknights. Arknights is pretty fun, yeah. Also very balanced, which is pretty interesting. You know, like, you can use your 2 and 3 star units to, like, fucking beat the game or some shit like that. Yeah. Do you have any other questions? I have a lot of things to talk about. Oh, come on! You don't even have anything to talk. I feel like this podcast just became an Arknights like promotional podcast. Like, okay,
Like,
we're ending the podcast, but here's a message from our sponsors, Arknights. Don't worry, it's not Raid Shadow Legends.
Okay, so I think this can... No, don't bring up Raid Shadow Legends, holy mother. Okay, I think we can lead this into the other things you'd like to talk about.
What are the things?
Like,
oh my.
Yeah, we have two plans for this podcast actually. One is for stating out the reason why we end this series, which is Jordan is losing interest, and I don't want to force him.
You don't force him.
Yeah.
Best that we cut things short, yes.
And then the other one is basically advertising ourselves. Like, I think both of us are some content creators. We both still have content that we are making.
Yes, a message from our sponsors, Kodo and Jordan. Wink. No, just kidding.
Yeah, we are separate.
Yes,
we have our separate stuff. We do separate stuff.
Yeah, technically, I guess we do separate stuff in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah,
the podcast is.
Let's start with yours first.
Oh no, I have to dox my Twitter account now.
Are you an Arknight? Are you an Arknight streamer? Or are you an Arknight
No,
artist?
I'm not an Arknight streamer. Jesus Christ.
Apparently they are. I think there are.
There are Arknight streamers.
Streamers.
I know a few. I at least watch a few of them. Tectone is technically the largest one. You can go check him out or some shit. I don't know. He's a pretty loud guy, but he's pretty funny, I guess. In the grand scheme of things, you already went through my Twitter. I'm more of a Arknights fan artist at this point in time.
You used to you're a former Toho fan
artist, but now I'm a Arknights fan artist.
Right now you just... So what do you have? Do you do anything like? Do you call yourself like a content creator and you push out content regularly?
I guess I can.
Do you think you are that kind of person?
I guess I can call myself that. Whether or not I push things out regularly is a bit hard to say. There are points in time where I do take breaks, but for the grand scheme of things, I am doing art pretty regularly. As in, I do pump art out. I'm still a pretty small. Quote-unquote artist in the grand scheme of things. My art style isn't the best. I don't really know how to do coloring very well or anything like that. I'm just here, but I like my art. I like how my art has developed from just being like a clone of one of my favorite artists to being something a little pseudo original, I guess. It's hard to say. But yeah, I do Arknight's art. I am doing a very big piece right now, by the way. It might have everyone in it. Every character. I think, how many characters are there right now? Jesus.
Every Arknight characters in it?
Yes, every Arknight's characters in it. To the people who know Arknights, I have a few groups in there already. Rhine Labs, Sweep are in there already. I'm gonna finish. You have no idea who they are, but Penguin Logistics.
I have no idea who they are.
Penguin Logistics is next, and yeah.
At least I know Ghost Frontline is based on real guns.
The Ghost Frontline is like real guns. Yeah.
About it.
Arknights is fantastical, stuff. There's a bit of Eldritch hints in there, Cthulhu and shit. Eldritch stuff, Cthulhu stuff. That's more like hints. We haven't really gotten, that deep into it. More so, maybe it's like a future story thing or a future event. Who knows? But for now, we're all lore crafting, theories and stuff. So again, I am an artist. I do have a handle on Twitter. Sorry.
Do you have like a personal blog or something?
I don't really have one though. That's the problem. I am thinking of opening up a Pixiv once I finish that piece, or at least once I get pretty deep into it to share the images and stuff.
Do it! I mean,
do it!
or DeviantArt. It's either DeviantArt or Pixiv.
DeviantArt feels a bit fucky by this point. It has a very weird reputation. Unless I draw porn, then sure, I can put it out there. Just kidding.
I didn't follow the dramas.
Not really a drama. It just has a lot of fetish shit. It just has a lot of fetish stuff in there. That's it.
Oh.
People make fun of DeviantArt for either the fact that it does have pretty shit quality art. Sometimes it allows every form of art. I guess.
Pixiv also has
shit art, but I don't know. I guess Pixiv is more presentable. I don't fucking know what the hell.
I think Pixiv is more for Japanese or for more anime
Yes,
art.
for the more Japanese
different
fetishes. Nice.
Different art has a lot more styles in it and more international.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that, yeah. Maybe one day I'll get a Pixif, maybe. Maybe I might do a blog, I'm not sure. Art is not really my occupation.
Or you can post art in your blog.
Yeah, I could post art on my blog, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I have posted on Reddit a few times. Yeah, I did get my higher.
Are you in the Arknight Reddit?
Yeah, I'm in the Arknight Reddit, but I don't really talk too much.
surprised.
I just, of course I'm in there. I don't talk too much. I just post images once I finish them. They get pretty nice. They get pretty nice amount of upvotes, which is pretty cute, pretty nice. Thank you very much to the Arknight subreddit. Stuff like that. There's a part of me that wants to continue writing. I want writing to be something like my occupation, but I have pretty shit writer's block right now. For a while now, by the way. So I haven't been doing anything. I dropped my latest fanfic too. That's pretty fucked up. So you can't really... And I'm a bit too ashamed to really tell people
Wait.
I'm this...
Did you drop your latest fanfic?
Yeah, I dropped my latest fanfic. Damn.
Oh.
So I'm a bit ashamed...
Wait. You drop as in you cut it or do you release it?
Drop isn't cutting. When you drop something...
I thought you said you just release.
Dropping also sounds like I just release it. No, in this context, dropping means I don't want... I've lost interest. I don't want to do it anymore, which is pretty sad. It's always pretty bad work ethic on my part. I get so hyped up. Yeah, I'm writing something so fun. Then at a certain point, just go, yeah, I don't fucking want to do this anymore.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
I know that feeling. Yeah,
I know that feeling.
Which is pretty sad. I look at other fanfic writers who write hundreds of thousands of words and finish their stories, and I'm just sitting here going, why the fuck can't I do that? It's again, bad work.
But I think it's the perseverance,
motivation.
I think you need I don't think it's just motivation. I think it's you also need the perseverance to do it.
You need to be determined. Even without motivation, you can still go on. Just finish it. Come on. That kind of stuff, I guess.
Yeah, that's also why I feel.
Yeah, I guess.
Like what you described, I feel before, the excitement you have to do it, and then when you start doing it, it just lose out really fast.
Yeah, there's also the fact that I always have these smaller ideas in my head that as I continue writing, it becomes even bigger, and somehow at one point I get more motivated to write those ideas than I write this one, which is a bit
Future Creeps.
Yeah,
that reminds me of Future Creeps.
Yeah, I guess the power. Yeah,
ever since I think it's around May. I forgot. It's just some points in the early 2020s. Yeah. I start to figure out. I start to just go on full on theory crafting or how to be efficient and putting out content. I just go on full theory crafting and I get a whiteboard and just write out all the things.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! Damn.
Yeah, and then I just go on. Or think it's your experiment with a lot of things and try to figure out why, and basically figure out why I don't really push out a lot of content, and why that's why I'm one thing I'm proud about this podcast is we have been last for so long and we didn't cancel it, and we didn't cancel it out of laziness or the lack of motivation or something. We just keep persevere through busy times and then different time zones. I'm just that's one thing I find it amazing. But I don't.
Mm-hmm.
But on content there when I do it for my own personal content, I never my content never lasts that long. They have very very short lives, and I start to reflect. And I start to reflect on myself, why my own contents they don't last so long, why they just get cancelled so early, and I just try to think about it, why this happens.
Did you find any answers to that or anything like that? Yeah.
Yeah, I think I do, but I can say that I think I do, but I haven't tested out the theories, like these quote-unquote theories. I haven't really tested it out, so I think I might be wrong. I think I might be wrong.
Oh no.
Yeah, but I think I just finally get the gist of it.
I see.
Yeah, and I think I feel like this whole thing can be feel like a lesson that any content creator or anybody who tries to finish something, they should learn from it. Like,
that's pretty.
But unfortunately, I don't have a note for it.
Oh.
Yeah. So like right now, it's all very like it's a bunch of mishmash in my head.
I see. You've always been a very note kind of guy. You're not very impromptu or anything like that. Okay.
Yeah, like keeping a note helps.
Keeping a note helps.
Help. Yeah. So one big things that doesn't allow me to have like consistent content, that doesn't allow me to push out consistent content is the horrible fucking time management. That is the most important thing that everybody should need to master.
Yeah.
Like if you can master time management, you can achieve Buddha.
You can achieve enlightenment,
you can
man.
Godhood. Yeah, you can achieve enlightenment.
You fucking become a Buddha.
You master time management.
You become a time lord.
Enlightenment.
Oh shit.
Yeah. That's one thing. That's very important.
One thing very important.
Yeah, I admit that I don't really have good time management, so that's why I didn't push out a lot of content.
Damn.
And I'm surprised that our podcast can manage to have so many to have consistent regular content come out.
It's not that we technically have a timeline, it's that we have a deadline. Or at least an idea of a deadline in our heads. Something like that. Even if we push back, it's more or less say, hey, can we do it this week? Boom. Okay, let's do it this week or something. If we have to push back, okay, let's do it next week. And it's more or less the idea of, let's... Pushing back all the time is a bit fucky. Let's just find some time and just do it. I guess.
Yeah, like, that's true. Like, and also, like, for Penguins and Scribbles, we established that there will be a 1 month limit for each episode.
Something like that. I think for you, it was the podcast and your personal content creation are different because there was peer pressure in the podcast. The idea that someone else is waiting for you, that kind of thing. But for your content,
I want to meet the 1 month deadline.
But when it comes to your content creation, there is no person close to you who's waiting for you. You may have people viewing it, but it's more a parasocial relationship. Like, it's a one-sided thing. But for the podcast, it's me and you. We're friends. We're waiting on each other. That kind of thing, I guess.
Yeah,
there's no pure pressure. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. And so, this time management thing, it's very serious. Like, the time management is so bad that I can sometimes don't feel like finishing a game or finishing a manga. And stuff like that. Yeah, even though something like that's technically count as leisure, like playing games, I don't even feel like finishing it because of my so horrible time management, and I couldn't even find time to study, and like it's like a very big disastrous dumpster fire.
Damn. I'm guessing you're gonna try and improve that shit, help you in your studies, help you in content creation.
I'll try my best. Yep. And then, so I think it's like. I think it's a few weeks before my final exam.
Yeah.
That's when I start to notice my time management is a big problem, and that's when I start to fix it. But I didn't instantly come up with a solution, and I just keep experimenting, and just keep experimenting on new format, on making new kind of schedules for myself, and I just keep changing it. And from there, I just keep adapting and keep changing it. And so I experimented with a lot of things. And then that's that's the second factor that I think is also very important for time management, which is like you need to find out what suits you.
I mean, it makes sense.
You need to find out what suits you. Everybody has everybody needs different kind of schedules. Like if this schedule doesn't necessarily work on this person or something. Yeah, so for me, I have to explain like what kind of schedule fits me. Like what is the best time? Like for example, what's the best time for me to study, and what's the best time for me to playing games, and stuff like that.
I see.
Yeah, and then I have to that's it. And then and there's also that other thing like there's also one thing that I forgot about is the mental side is also something I ignored. I ignored for a long time, which screws me up really badly.
What happened?
Like, I always feel it. I always feel myself feel my own head with so many things to do that it can make me mentally tired every day, and I didn't notice that.
Damn.
And that's that mental thing alone can sometimes make me don't want to do anything at all in a single day.
Damn, that's pretty bad.
Yeah. So the mental side is also a thing that you have to manage yourself.
I think time management
yourself has to manage.
I think time management would help that at least like getting a schedule to know what you have to do and that kind of stuff. It helps you with your mental fatigue, if only because it helps you structure it. So you don't have to worry about so many things at so many different times. You just have to worry about one thing, and that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so for how mental fatigue relates to scheduling, I say you have to make yours. Well, I'm not making a schedule. Like I don't think schedules fits my style.
I see.
Okay, let's assume schedule fits my style. Let's assume schedules fit my style.
Yes.
And you have to make your schedule in relation to your own mental well-being, own mental energy.
Okay.
Yeah, your own mental well-being. I say, like if you make the most perfect schedule out there, if you find yourself mentally tired, this schedule just doesn't fit you. You have to make the schedule also in terms of how your own mental well-being will deal with it. You know, if you find yourself like mentally tired just from this seemingly okay schedule, this seemingly perfect schedule, then that makes this schedule is not perfect for you.
I see. It could.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. What other methods do you have, or at least what other hypothesized ideas do you have to help you with that? Then to help you with this mental fatigue of yours, this tiredness.
Okay, so yeah, I know that. Okay, and then there's the other lesson I learned is even if we treat playing games and like reading manga or stuff or anything else, whatever, or watching YouTube or things like these things that usually being viewed as leisure.
Yes.
Yeah, like say playing games. It's possible for a person to like view it as a work.
I mean, of course, yeah, makes sense.
It's very possible. Like even though it's usually like largely, if you tell people about it, like I'm going to play games, people will probably assume you are doing something like a leisure activity.
Society, yes, makes sense.
Yeah, but it's actually very possible that you yourself will view it as a leisure. Your own, it's possible that you yourself will view it as a work of sort.
I guess.
Like it's something that you cannot really control. I'm not sure. Like for me, I don't think I can control it.
See.
Like, but I don't know about other people. Maybe other people are different. Like, let's just say that these leisure things, like no matter it's like watching like watching your favorite movies or reading books or playing games. For me, I love to play games. So it's playing games, it can be viewed as like just simply works. And then from that, you need to like kind of work around your schedule, like work around the fact that you view your gaming, like playing games, as a work. You need to work around a schedule that you view it as work. I thought that, or try to work around in your mental, on your own head, that playing game is still leisure.
Okay, that calls for more. That might as well just call for more self-reflection.
You have to like. This is something you have to deal with. Like you have to think about it for yourself, like in your own mind, that whether your favorite activity is a work to you or is it a leisure to you.
I see.
Yeah. That's something also I ignored. Like I always view like playing games or reading mangas and stuff like as just leisure. So whenever I do it, after doing it, I still feel very stressed. I don't feel relaxed at all.
Damn. Oh shit.
Yeah. That's because I feel it. I make them like something like a work of sort instead of like a leisure.
I see.
So it also screws me up. It makes me very stressful.
That's pretty sad.
That's one lesson.
That's pretty sad, bro.
Yeah.
Damn.
There's also one lesson that I think people should learn about. Like, they are in theory a leisure, but they can be work as well.
Makes sense. Do you have anything else to add about that? About your schedule?
Yeah, my theory crafting of time management.
Actually, I think you didn't say it. What the fuck are you making? What content creation do you do?
Oh, okay.
Ooga booga.
Yeah, okay. So before behind the scenes, we have been planning for months, or at least just me, because Jordan isn't interested.
Oh no.
Like I've been planning for months that I want to make shooting games videos, like shmups, or for more popular term, shmups. But I prefer to say shooting games. That's how the Japanese community call it.
I see.
Yeah, that's for the shooting games videos. Like, I always wanted to make shooting games video because I love shooting games very much. It would
have been a passion project sort of thing, right?
It would be a passion project at this point.
Nice.
Like, it would definitely be a passion project because I just love the genre so much. And I want to do something about it. So I think of like doing like 2-player runs, because there is a whole lot of 2-player runs on YouTube. And then Jordan happens to have experience in at least just bullet hell games.
In bullet hell, Toho and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, at least he had played Toho games.
Yes.
So I was going to pull Jordan to play with me, like through Parsec.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it goes definitely very well. Like without, there's definitely no input lag, and there's definitely no buffering.
It was perfect. But
it was perfect.
But then, somewhere in deep space, an evil god looked upon us and said, "No, your recordings must have input lag in general." And then now our recordings are super shit.
I think
Parsec stopped working. Nah, just kidding.
Yeah, I think Jordan, you are the one who tries to connect to me. Can you describe your experience connecting to my side?
It didn't fucking work. We tried everything. We tried whatever it is we did to my fucking router, internet shit. We tried doing this and that. Oh, let's use up the data on my phone. Oh, okay, let's try and reset the fucking Wi-Fi. This and that. All that shit. Nothing fucking worked. The program you use is a piece of shit. We threw it into hell. Then we tried a different program. The program was also a piece of shit. We threw that into hell.
Oh wait, hold on first. Yeah, the first one you tried is Parsec. And for those who doesn't know, Parsec is like you can play local co-op games through peer-to-peer connections. And at the time, I was in Ireland, and Jordan is in Malaysia. Yeah, they will end up in a very good connections. Yeah, totally. It's a peer-to-peer, I say delay-based connection. Yeah, that works out very well. And then afterwards, I learned about Red GPO. which is it's something like Fightcade. It's for people to play fighting games to rollback netcode online. You can play old fighting games, rollback netcode, but you can also use that to play old shmups, old shooting games online with rollback netcode. So I think that would definitely work. And at the time, I was already back in Malaysia, so it would definitely work. Like the connection would be through the roof. And then Jordan's fucking router just for some reason refused to connect to mine.
Yep. It never connected well, like at all.
Yeah,
and most of the time it refused. Yeah, in the grand scheme of things, it refused to connect. So, yeah.
I tried to get other people. I pull in other people to connect with me to Red GPO, and everyone else just works. But it's not Jordan's router.
Yep, my router.
Yeah, I was so mad at it.
Damn.
And then I learned about Fatcake too.
Huh.
And we also tried that. And it
didn't fucking work.
It also didn't work.
Damn.
Yeah. And then since Jordan, he is not a fan of shooting games like me, and we are cutting out the channel. We're not doing anything on the channel anymore. So yeah, I need to find someone else to do this project with me. Hello?
Yep. I'm still here. Yep. Technically, there's no one else who can do it, right? Was it? Damn.
Well, I'm in the Shmups Discord server, so I can ask people there.
Oh shit!
You can ask if there's anyone there who wants to do it with me.
You're gonna ask strangers? Oh no. Yeah.
Gamers?
No, you're gonna ask the strangers. Oh no. Hopefully they'll be fun. Hopefully they'll be fun. Hopefully it'll be fun. Hopefully it works out, man.
Yeah, I don't think the connection is the problem because rollback, it will be very good connections. I think it'll be fine regardless of the region.
The best connection, the perfect connection.
But the problem right now is finding the person who is willing to do it with me.
Yeah.
Like it's not a one-time project. It's like a serious level where we'll try to clear the games with 2 players in various. Like each episode will feature different games.
That sounds pretty big, actually. Yeah, that sounds pretty fun. You did say you did say there's very little videos where it's 2 players beating the game. Most of the time, it's like 1 player, right?
Yeah.
So technically, you have a sort of a niche. You can go into that tiny shmup market, that kind of stuff. Build your brand.
Yeah, the shmup community is very small.
Very small, but very passionate. Because shmups are a bit skill based, yeah. This will be it'll be very fun for you, yeah.
Yeah, I'm very excited to do it. Yeah. It's only that there's nobody who do it.
There's nobody to do it.
I have a mental breakdown when the parsec thing doesn't work.
How bad was it? Jesus Christ.
I didn't go to... I think I skipped class.
What the fuck? Jesus Christ.
It doesn't work. I was like, what? It doesn't work.
Oh my god.
And then... Yeah, because I was very excited for it.
There's a joke thrown around by some people when they contrast themselves to people of the past. People of the past be like, oh, look at me with this huge injury, but I still, do my duty. And then they're just here going, I didn't go to class because I woke up feeling really weird. And now it's here going, yeah, I have this huge injury, but I still do my duty. And there's fucking Kodo going, Parsec's not working! I don't want to go to class! I'm like, oh shit. Dude, I mean, yeah, the Parsec thing was fucking frustrating, by the way. Like, real frustrating. Yeah. I thought it was... I mean, I tried everything, but...
I tried Parsec because my friend told me that Parsec works really well.
I guess it worked well for them, and it just doesn't work well for my fucking router. Whatever fuck reason is wrong with it.
Yeah.
You do know my router is fucking shit, right?
At the time, are you at your uncle's home?
No, I'm at home now.
At the time when we do Parsec.
At the time when we did Parsec, I think I was at. I'm back at my hometown. Yeah.
Oh,
from college. Yeah.
The bad one.
The bad one.
The bad router one.
The big bad one. Yes. The not for kids one. Not safe for work, man.
Yeah, like if you're at your uncle's home, you told me it's the router is way better.
The super big muscle router. Yeah. The Chad router versus the Virgin hometown router. That kind of stuff. The Chad uncle's house router. with my 4 megabytes, baby. Oh shit. Well, 4 megabytes of like Steam download speed. That's how I usually look at things. Here it's like what? It barely passed 1. Theoretically, I'm megabyte.
Barely pass a single megabyte.
Yes. Usually kilobytes. I told a friend this, and he told me I was just basically being scammed. Or at least the household is being scammed. With shit internet. My upload speed is so shit, by the way. Like, I don't remember what it was when I tested it, but it was terrible.
Yes.
Like, real bad.
Yep, it's our country's connections. Like, our country has very bad internet connection for a long time.
And I remember reading, the Prime Minister saying, no, we shouldn't make better internet. We should give everyone better internet first. And I'm just going, why the fuck would you give everyone this shit? Don't make them suffer more. What is this? Why are you torturing the citizens of our country? I don't know if that's actually happening. We're like, we're getting more and more internet and shit. But the internet is still fucking shit. I would like faster internet, or at least more reliable internet.
So why didn't your family apply for Unify?
I don't know what the fuck we have, by the way. Is it StreamX or Unify? I have no idea.
You should ask your parents. Okay, after this recording, you should ask your parents.
I should ask them,
We have Unify?
I should ask
we have Unify?
Yeah. But at the time, I remember there was a time where we complained a lot about it. Like, there was a point in time where my dad got really invested in trying to get us, like, fucking internet, like good internet, not like the shit internet we always had. And after I think a month or so of just complaining and having the maintenance guy come in and out and all that shit, stupid bureaucracy shit, I guess, or at least like stupid maintenance shit. It was we got faster internet by a small amount. It felt really good. Technically now might be the fastest my internet has ever been, because most of the time it's always been 400, 600, sometimes 800 kilobytes. Now it's like 1 megabyte as a maximum. But it's still fucking shit.
Okay, 1 megabyte is the maximum.
Usually it's the peak for like Steam downloads or some shit.
Yeah, okay, hold on. 1 megabyte is the maximum speed StreamX can go.
How dare. StreamX is a piece of shit. I'll kill it. Die.
Yeah, 1 megabyte is maximum.
What's the maximum for Unify? Or is it like no fucking... No, just kidding.
What?
What's the maximum for Unify?
Maximum?
Yeah, Unify.
I think it can go 200 megabytes.
What the fuck? That sounds amazing. Jesus Christ.
And the cheapest is like 20 megabytes.
What? Are you sure?
Yes, the cheapest for Unify is 30 megabytes.
How much is it then? Or do you not have the numbers in your head? How much?
I don't remember the price.
Yeah, you don't remember the price.
I don't remember the price.
Is it at the very least less than $100? 100 ringgit.
How do I know? Go check it out. Ask your parents.
I guess I was gonna go fucking I was gonna go fucking check it out later.
Parents,
Jesus Christ.
Talk to your parents to sign up for Unify.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I gotta get my fast internet. I gotta upload those pictures that are like 1 megabyte large.
Yeah, you can upload more. You can upload more archive pictures.
Yes. Do you know how fucking long it takes to upload like the recordings and stuff into the Google Docs? Jesus Christ, it's like it takes like an hour or something.
Yes, I know. I'm
just sitting there going, I'm dying. And my uncle's house is like what, 10 minutes or some shit, which is like fucking. It's fucking amazing. It's beautiful. My brain is blown. My big brain explode. Boom.
All right. Okay. Oh, okay.
All right.
Enough of the internet. I haven't. Let's talk about the other content I do have.
Yeah, what? Let's go.
I have a blog and a YouTube channel.
Amazing.
Do you know about it? Have I told you about
I remember the blog. I do not recall the YouTube channel.
Alright.
Alright.
Yeah, I do have a blog that started that's been like I think 4 years old, but it doesn't have much things because of my terrible time management, so I didn't keep very active. So it results that only has like occasional things, like occasional article here and there. And then for a long time, I don't really know what direction I want to go with my blog.
Damn.
Like, in the beginning, I was just going to cover both. I think cover both anime and games. I think in the beginning, and then at some point I say, yeah, let's just make a daily blog, and then at some point I just switch it. Okay, let's go back to making it just solely on anime, and then it just keeps changing the like my target, like what I want to do with the blog. And right now I just thinking like right now I want to just cover games. I just want to make it a game blog.
Okay, a game blog. It's pretty fun. You like games, you will write about games, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I love games very much. I love games definitely more than mangas and anime things. Yeah. And then for the YouTube channel, it's just me upload random stuff. Like, that's what a lot of people do. At least what I see on Discord. Like, a lot of people, like, they have their own YouTube channel and they just upload their own random things on there.
Okay, I see.
That's what I do with my YouTube channel.
Just a place to put out some content, I guess, that you wanna do in video form.
Like occasionally, maybe occasional post videos, and then some maybe highlights and stuff. And I didn't really advertise it because I'm not trying to be a YouTuber.
Because.
Yeah, but recently I started streaming.
Oh my goodness, streaming. Oh,
yeah, I started streaming, and then I was like, okay, that is pretty cool, but I don't know, like, I'm not sure whether I'm going to make the streaming a regular thing.
I see. So it's a pastime,
sure
sort of an
experiment. Streaming regular thing and become a legit streamer.
Yeah, I see. Oh no, Kodo the streamer. Oh, we're gonna have to simp for him now. Bring out your wallets, guys.
Ew.
Throw money at you.
So the main thing is if I manage to kickstart the shooting games, the co-op project, it will definitely be on my channel.
Nice.
Probably make it on my channel.
Yeah, if you become a streamer, it will also be on his channel. So
it
go check out his
on
channel.
my YouTube channel. Like, not on Twitch. I don't know why I want to do it on YouTube instead of Twitch.
I guess it's more familiar to you. Twitch is a weird foreign environment.
I don't use Twitch.
I've used Twitch too. Yeah. No, yeah, I don't use Twitch as well now that I think about it.
I don't use Twitch, but like everybody just say that when you live stream, you should use Twitch.
It might just be because Twitch is just the prime like live stream platform. That's it. I don't know whether or not it has any special features or anything like that, but you know.
Perhaps, maybe it has better features. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure as well. Do you have anything else? Any other thing?
On YouTube. Okay, so to summarize is, I have a blog, then I plan to revive it for the medium time and make it like probably a game blog. I just talk about games, just simply talk about games I play. And then I have a co-op shooting games shmups project that is in development hell because I don't have someone to play with me.
I'm sorry.
And then I have a YouTube channel that I'll be probably streaming regularly.
I see.
Yeah.
Streaming regularly.
That's
nice. That's pretty cool. Summary for me, nothing much is happening. I might do more writing, but by this point I'm a bit too ashamed to talk about my whatever fanfiction account I have. I'm doing art. You will find my Twitter account somewhere in the fucking description. I'm not gonna fucking say it. I'm not gonna fucking dox myself.
We'll post our
stuff. Why am I so afraid of doxing myself? Yeah. Why am I so afraid of doxing myself? It's fine. It's just my Twitter account. I don't really put that much of anything in it. other than my art, I guess, or whatever opinions I have.
Your bad opinions.
How dare! My takes are amazing. They're totally the perfect takes. Girl, how dare!
Definitely not have the hot take. All your takes are like perfectly objectively good.
Yes. Yeah, they're not just objectively good. They're the truth. I'll rise up in Twitter. I'll become the big hot take guy with the big brain. My brain's so big, all the folds become very smooth. The big smooth brain kind of takes. Yes. Yeah. That's all for me though. Just a Twitter with art. I'm a creative guy, I guess. Anything else to point out? Podcast is finishing. We had a lot of things to talk about. Oh no! This is the end. This is the end.
Yeah, this is the end.
No. the big sad. Oh, no, just kidding.
I hope that in the future maybe. Well, unlikely that we will collaborate.
Unless for some reason I get better work. Unless for some reason I get better work ethic, and I'm interested in the shit that you're doing or something like that. But yeah, most likely we won't be collaborating. If only because there's always a chance I'm gonna fucking track you down like a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
Technically, we're ending this podcast in very good terms, in a sense of we're technically not angry at each other, I guess. I'm not sure about you.
We are not. We're not angry at each other. We're still friends.
Yeah, we're still friends.
Yeah, we're still friends.
It should be noted, I'm a friend who doesn't go around interacting with people, by the way. I'm pretty introverted, so I just never start conversations. I literally might just shut up and never say anything, unless you come and say something to me, by the way.
Yeah, I think this channel will just remain here, and then we will just remain here, and then we'll do our own things.
Yeah, if we ever come back to it, yeah, if we ever come back to it, sure, I guess we could try and revive this. I guess I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So, is that everything we have to say to end today?
Yes.
Then should we say
that was my initial plan.
I see. Then in any case, I think we can close it out for today.
Alright, you close the show?
Yeah. Thank you all. Anyone who was following us. There were quite a few people, I guess, by now who follow us. Thank you very much for, at the very least, accompanying us in this pretty interesting little journey of
2 years.
Of 2 years of these two friends who are trying out amateur podcasting. I guess we don't have the best equipment or anything like that, and we're not the biggest of brains.
Oh yeah. Speaking of equipment, my mic broke today.
Oh yes, I did that.
I'm using a backup mic, which probably sounds terrible.
But it was the first mic you ever used, like on the podcast. Was it?
Yes, yeah. This is the mic that I started out with, and then at some point I got a new mic.
Yeah.
And that new mic
is a piece of shit. Tell it to fuck off.
The new mic broke today.
We started with an old mic. We end with the old mic, or was it a new mic then? I'm not sure.
I started this channel with this mic I have, and I end this channel with this mic I have.
Yeah. If we did this recording a bit later, I might have just had a new laptop. So it's good that I have my old equipment still here. Everything's the same basically. Maybe have a different fucking iPhone charger, but that's not relevant. In any case, thank you very much for following us, blah blah, that kind of stuff.
And do follow us in the.
If
you're interested in us.
If you're interested, continue.
And do follow our whatever that we are going to link in the YouTube
in the description box. Yes.
Yeah, follow the link in the description below.
Yeah, thank you guys. I had a lot of fun. Did you have a lot of fun, man? At least.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, a lot of fun. But thank you very much for following us. Hope you all had a lot of fun listening to this, I guess. We might have made pretty shitty points at certain points. We might have not been very good at analyzing, but it was really more about the fun of it, I guess. For me, it was more about the fun of it. It's very fun. I really liked it.
Actually, I was trying to grow it.
Oh no! Oh shit! Oh fuck!
Yeah.
Oh no! We're different wavelengths. This is so fucked. But yeah, that will be all of this entire podcast occupation that the both of us are doing.
Wait, just end this. Just end this.
Yeah,
just
shut the fuck
up. Goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye.
Do follow us. Do follow our content in the future. In our own pages.
Yep.
Goodbye.
See you, man. Come on.